Here we go. So the question we're asking today is, how do they feel about me? Not me. How do they feel about you? How does pile number one's person feel about them? How does pile's number one person feel about them? Three of Cups. I just immediately heard reunion when I pulled that card. So if it flips out again, we'll know it's meant to be. For those of you that don't follow me regularly, 99% of the time I take jumpers unless something really calls to me. So we shuffle until. I just heard in like a lion, out like a lamb. Let's get some more cards out before I start talking. I've learned that more than once, that lay out some cards before you start telling the story. It'll serve you well. All right, that's a little more than I hoped right off the bat, but let's just go with it here. Oh, we've got the sun on the bottom. So with the sun on the bottom, I just automatically have to say that this person adores you. Okay, this person has the feels for you. What else do we have here? So we've got the Strength, the Wheel, Eight of Swords, High Priestess, Knight of Pentacles with the sun at the bottom. That's a lot of majors out on this first spread here. I get this feeling that there's some uncertainty. This person definitely feels like you're the perfect balance between masculine and feminine. That you have this very, very gentle side to you that's very warm and nurturing, gentle and soft, you know. And then this other side of you that's very fierce, that's not afraid to speak up, that's not afraid to let it be known what they think. Very intuitive. Like there's a side of this person, or this person sees you as incredibly intuitive. Like the way you look them in the eye, there's something about your eyes here. Where you see right through them, like it's like a laser, and it might make them uncomfortable because if you look at this eye here, you can see that intense stare coming from it, right? Yeah. You're the type of person, they see you as someone that, you know, you say what you mean, and you're very loyal, and whatever this connection is, it feels almost like it'll be lifelong. And so if you're not with this person right now, it's like the bond will never be broken, sort of thing. Okay. They see you as someone who can balance giving and receiving as well. And it's almost like the two sides of you touch each other. Like I'm just seeing her touch, the left side is the feminine side. It's more of that receiving side. The right side is the giving side, the more masculine side. Okay. And there's a balance between the two. And so there's this mixing of strength and gentleness, right? With the wheel beside it, again, it's this mix again. Like if you look at this card, she's balancing on, these set of coins, if you will. And we've got the dark and the light side. So it's, again, you're really able to balance things in life. They almost see you as their lucky, I wanted to say lucky star. I'll just say it because it comes to my mind. But again, it's like this ability of you to be able to balance out the light and the darkness sort of thing. And so there's two sides of yourself that comes across as quite well balanced. And you're one of those people, you could be lucky. You could be a lucky person, or they see you as just a very lucky person. There's something I think recently happened where you've reached a stage in your life where things are really starting to change. There's something new happening. There's something new coming for you. It's almost like a new phase of your life. And they see you going through this, whether they're in your life or not. But like I said, I'm getting this feeling that this person's not in your life right now. Because with the Eight of Swords here, it's that feeling of being tied up and not being able to move and not being able to do what it is that you want to do. And in this card really represents as well that what they see is not actually reality. So I think in reality, there's nothing stopping them from coming towards you and telling you this stuff themselves. But there's something going on that's making them feel like they can't do that. My hands are tied, I heard. My hands are tied, right? So they're going to have to work on that because no one's going to be able to change their mind but them. I feel like the two of you do have a telepathic connection of sorts. I feel like it is during sleep that the two of you might, connect with each other. Again, I never noticed this before in this card, but you can see the dark and the light. And again, it's this balancing of that. Okay, they see you as somebody who is incredibly intuitive. I'm getting like almost like hippie vibes. There's this show that I just watched. What was it called? Was it Girl's Guide to Divorce? I think it was on Amazon Prime. Not to plug them, but in any event. And there's this girl on there, if you've seen it, she's the blonde one, I can't remember her name, and she's like super hippy dippy and stuff, and it just reminds me, you might remind that person of her, or you might actually look like her, or just have those characteristics. So just watch that movie for, an episode or whatever, and see if that resonates, or if this is meant for you. You might have already watched it and know exactly what I'm talking about. In any event, I think they also see you as very mysterious. They're curious about you, but and the eyes, I never noticed that either. Guys, I don't know if you can see up close, but her eyes look like they're closed, but if you look up close, you can see that they're actually open. But to me, that's just telepathy. There's a connection to this person that's kind of out of this world. Wow, that is so wild. That I've never noticed that before. Interesting. With this Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, of course, is always the slowest moving knight in the deck. But they're one of the most solid, for sure. I always do enjoy getting the Knight of Pentacles. He's kind of a stand-up person, or she. But it's almost like this person is at a distance, which again matches up with this Eight of Swords and, having to communicate with them telepathically or in your sleep, that sort of thing, versus in person. What are they watching here? What are they observing? I'm going to see if you come out again. What is this Knight of Pentacles observing? But it's almost like an outsider looking in. And it's like all of these things being laid down. Like I'm just seeing all of these coins or whatever those are, kind of laid down and kind of like, here, like, come, like this is the path sort of thing. And they're starting to deviate a bit from that. I mean, they're definitely looking. Page of Wands, the Emperor, Five of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. Yeah, like I feel like I'm just going to drag these down here, guys. I feel like this is your energy, like this Page of Wands. There's so many sides to you. I feel like they see this in you. There's so many sides of you. This is so, what I already described. And now there's this side of you that's kind of like, you just go for it. This card has the same energy to me as a Fool card, right? Just maybe not as high risk, or it's just somebody who loves life. It's somebody who has kind of a wild abandon to them at sometimes. It's somebody that can let go and just have fun. It's somebody who can just say F it and go for it, And you don't care what other people think. You don't care if other people are watching. It's almost like you're going to the beat of your own drum. And even with this person, again, if you are in separation from this person, I really feel like you're not spending your time pining after them. It's almost like you have your own life and you're doing your own thing. And that's not to say that you wouldn't want them in your life. But it's like you're not going to let that stop you. You're doing your own thing. With the Emperor card next to it, it's funny because before I was feeling like this might be an earth sign that is, that you're asking about. So Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. We've got the Emperor here though, which is Aries. It's almost like this person, and maybe this is getting away from how they feel about you, but I'm going to go with it because this is where it's taking me. It's almost like this person is biding their time. This person, I feel, wants to come back to you. I think they have moments where they're feeling quite strong, where they're feeling quite confident, where they're like, okay, they're really organized. Like, they strike me as the type of person that's like, okay, before I can come towards, this person, I've got to have this in place and this in place and, this and that and everything. And, everything has to be just right. And then they'll patiently wait. Not exactly an Aries thing, right? To patiently wait. It's like real go-getters, right? They're firecrackers. But if they've got some earth in their chart or vice versa, then there is this sense of holding back in both of these cards and waiting until the time is right. But again, it's sad, and I don't feel like this is you so much that's sitting here, but I feel like this is almost their energy. They've got two sides to them. So there's this side that's courageous and is kind of like, I'm going to do it. Like, they've planned everything out and they're going to go for it. And then there's another side of them that kind of pulls back and reins in. And, again, it's this feeling of I can't, like, there's too much adversity in the way. Like something is definitely either in their way or they feel it's in their way. And I do feel it's more of a situation where they perceive something's in their way and this isn't possible. I don't think that there's anything major in the way that's impossible, through the cards that I've got here. So, but the key is right there. They could just open up that lock and walk straight out. But there's almost like this feeling sorry for yourself and not seeing what's right in front of you sort of thing, right? So I feel that they've got these two different energies. So, and they want this with you. They want this Four of Wands energy. And like I said before, when that card was kind of poking out, the Three of Cups being like a reunion card, I feel like that's what they want, but there's something holding them back. Let's just ask, what's holding this person back? I just heard that there's a part of them at times that feels that they're not good enough for you, or they don't have enough for you just yet. That maybe you're kind of more this free-flowing energy, this energy that's kind of like, just go with it, roll with it. And they're more of this rigid type of person that likes to plan and, and so they're, it could be going through the mind, will this work sort of thing? This is actually, something that could stand the test of time, right? But it's internal. I keep hearing it's an internal thing. What's this one here? The devil. Yeah. It's this internal thing that they've got here that they have to address themselves. This card reminds me of someone that I know, and this person actually lost their wife. Wonderful person, so sweet and kind and very intelligent. A consummate professional. And I'm just thinking, what's the message there that this person's coming up in my mind? This person that you're thinking of could be a doctor. They could be a hunter. A bit stubborn, perhaps. For them, it's taking a risk. There's something in here, but it's more of an emotional risk than anything is what I'm feeling. With that devil kind of peeking out, most of you probably know if you watch my channel, I love this devil card. He's my favorite devil card in all of my decks. And I don't really see it as a negative thing. But I feel like this person sometimes thinks, this could be asking for trouble in some way, shape, or form. And if this person is a doctor, it could be that, you're a patient of theirs, and so that would be inappropriate. Or you have been a patient. Or you work with this person. But there's something about this where they feel that this is almost like a temptation and maybe not the smartest move. It could be risky in some way, shape, or form. Okay. With the Six of Wands at the bottom, there's victory here. There's absolutely victory here. What are we at for time? Oh my gosh, how does it go so fast? 20 minutes already. Good Lord. Okay, let's get some messages here from your person. So, these are basically from my own brain. These are songs that pop into my head. They are, sort of like love messages, stuff like that. So while I did, instead of buying the cards for, oracle cards and stuff like that, I'm like, why don't I just make my own on like little cue cards for now and stuff? Yeah. So basically what it is, it's a compilation, like I said, of songs, love messages, that sort of thing. Sorry guys, I'm a bit rusty. It's amazing how being away for a couple weeks is kind of, you gotta get back into the swing of things here. Oh, you guys, you can't lie with this stuff. So it says, when you look at me, it's like you see right through me. And I do recall saying that about this card here. So yeah, you probably make this person really uncomfortable at times. Like if you were to look them straight in the eye, I wouldn't be surprised if they squirm and look away, look down, like, because they can see you seeing right through to their soul, sort of thing. Okay. So yeah, I don't think they're not interested if you're staring at them, unless you're like, again, if this is not reciprocal, then that is just creepy. But if you have a connection with this person, let that be confirmation. Yeah. My, Troye Sivan, that's a song. I'm just trying to think of the lyrics. Like, something about getting lost with you. So check out that song. If you don't know what it is, look that song up and listen to the lyrics and see if any of it resonates with you. But there's something in that song that this person wants to tell you. It's something about, I get lost in you. Something about, don't make me wait another day. It's actually a beautiful song. It's kind of very sensual as well. So that's where this guy comes from, for sure. Are there any other messages that the pile one's person would like to send them with respect to how they feel about them? If this isn't resonating with you, be sure to check out the other two piles. You should probably know within the first 5 or 10 minutes if this is your person or not, okay? If none of them fit, then it's just not. It's just not. And, whether, you check out my playlist, I've got lots of other readings based by sign. And there's some amazing pick a card reading readers on YouTube. All right, any more messages from pile one's person? I want to give you the life that you deserve. Okay, so yeah, I think I recall talking about that, about how this person sometimes wonders if, is the time right? Can I give them what they need? If this person works too much, am I going to be able to give them my time? If they're having some financial troubles, am I going to be able to give them everything that I want to? Because that's going to be really important to this person. Being able to provide materially for you is really important to this person. Okay, they're just that type. They like to do for others. It feels them, right? And I don't feel they're unbalanced in that respect. Like, it's not an unhealthy giving. They are able to receive as well, but it really does bring them joy to be able to give to others and to help people. So that could be something that weighs on them, whether it's time or money, or maybe there's something that they do need to let go of emotionally, that they need to work through before they can get into, a connection with you. Whether this is a reconnection, which I feel it is. I feel like this person, because like that 3 of Cups jumped out at the very beginning, so it's very likely that you do know this person. I don't necessarily feel, though, that you are in a relationship. Like, it might again be a friendship situation or work colleague situation. Oh, you are my sunshine. I really like this artist, Jasmine Thompson. She does a really nice spin on it. Yeah, you are my sunshine. Guys, if you don't know that song, you definitely have to listen to it. This person adores you. And in fact, we had the sun on the bottom at the beginning of the reading, right? So if someone feels that way about you, you are their everything. You make them light up when you walk into a room. You make them want to be a better person. You make them want to do more, do better. They just adore you. I don't think there's any other way to put it. So, oh, that's so sweet. Okay, one more. I just could do like so many more. But let's see. One more final message for pile one's person. Oh my God, you guys. I don't know, guys. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with the camera today. Hugging you felt like home. Yeah, I don't know, man. Pardon me. Sorry. Hugging you felt like home. I mean, that says it all. I really don't think I need to get into that. So you've obviously hugged this person, and whether this was just a not a professional hug, but like, it doesn't necessarily have to be an incredibly intimate hug. It can be just like, how are you doing? Kind of a pat, that sort of thing. This person just feels really comfortable with you. They adore you. They want to give you the best. They want to treat you like a prince or princess, I think you've probably had a tough go of it, but you've done the hard work to kind of balance yourself out and lead your best life. And like I said, the only time they probably don't feel really comfortable is when they know that you're, incredibly perceptive and you look them right straight through them, sort of thing. So maybe just temper that a little bit. This person might be a little uncomfortable with that kind of intimacy. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there, pile one. So thanks so much for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now. Okay, pile 2, welcome to your reading. Those of you that chose this little crystal quartz orb, I wish you guys could see how the light goes through it. It's so pretty on the rhodonite stand. This is for you. I was saying to pile 1, I'm a little bit rusty, so you'll have to bear with me as I go through this. It's a little bit slow going, but I'll do my darndest for you all. You know I'm a giver. I'm a lover. God, even shuffling's hard. Okay, so what we want to know today. You're thinking of a person. How does that person feel about you? How does that person feel about you, pal 2? Okay, this is wild. I'm going to take that split. So first out, we've got the Fool and the Ace of Cups. Okay, this person totally loves you. We've got the Sun. We've got the Ace of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Two of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles. My God, and the Ten of Cups. But why is the Seven of Swords here? What the heck with Temperance on the bottom? Okay, what's going on here? Don't panic about that Seven of Swords. I think I know what that's about already, but let's just stick with it here. Yeah, so straight off the bat, this person digs you hardcore. Okay. I'm not really getting a sense of their sign here. We've got the Fool, the Sun. It's funny because pile 1 got the Sun as well. It kind of flipped out. So a couple majors. That's good. All right. I feel like you might be involved with this person right now. Is how this is feeling. Yeah, because it's just, I get this sense that this is how you make this person feel. I think you make this person feel like they're on top of the world. Like with the Fool card here. Sorry, guys, if it's crooked. I've got to adjust the angle of my camera. I don't like being in the shot because it's not about me, but sorry if you can hear that doorbell. So with the Fool here, like I said, they make you feel, oh my goodness. Okay, let's try that again. With the Fool card here, this person feels on top of the world when they're with you. When they're with you, they feel like they can do anything at all. Okay, you make them want to try new things, to go out and be the best person that they possibly could be. Okay, they feel confident, they feel engaged in life. It's a really good feeling. I feel like this is a fairly new love situation that you have going on here with the Ace of Cups. Okay, but already, I think, has this person expressed a lot of emotion to you? Because that's kind of the sense that I'm getting. Like, they're very expressive. They might be a water sign, so a Cancer's, Pisces, Scorpio here. But then why would you be watching this reading is the question that I'm hearing, right? That's interesting. If they haven't expressed it, they're certainly feeling it inside. There's a lot of emotion there for you, okay? So if they haven't said something, you can be rest assured that this person feels it. They may not say it, but they definitely feel it. With the Sun card here, I don't think there's a better card to get. Well, maybe than the Two of Cups and the Lovers. You know, you make this person feel young again, carefree. One of you loves summer, and I'm going to say it's you. And so with that, if just think about how you feel when summer comes around, okay? That's how they feel about you. You're summer, okay? And they're on the other end of that. which is pretty magnificent. I see they think of you as a joyful person, like the sunflower. I'm being drawn to the sunflower, right? So, you know, you emanate beauty and grace, and you could light up a room, like you walk in a room and you just light it up. And you've got a very positive attitude. You're just one of those people that everybody loves. Okay. The Ace of Wands there. There's definitely a lot of passion for you as well. So not just emotional, but like, you know, the Ace of Wands here is quite phallic, right? And so there's a very healthy dose of attraction, sexual attraction to you as well. Okay. Again, if they haven't said that, or if you've not gone that far with this person, it's definitely on their mind, and it's something that they're eager to engage in for sure. So I don't want to be too explicit, but you get the drift, okay? There's something here, though, about needing to make a decision. You might have actually demanded it, actually. You might be an air sign if you're a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You might have actually said to them, like, I don't know how you feel about me. Like, I need you to talk to me. I need you to tell me, you know, what's going on. So I don't know if there was a bit of a barrier in your relationship to begin with. Or if this was just friendship and you kind of felt like it was maybe going somewhere else, but you weren't entirely sure. But you spoke up. Whatever it was about, you spoke up. And you were very, like, logical and rational about it. You weren't emotional or anything like that, and just said, listen, like, what's going on? And I think that that is a good thing. Whatever this conversation was, it's brought the two of you closer together. Again, the logical side of me is asking myself, well, then why are you here at this pick a card? So I don't know if there's still like a little seed of doubt in your mind. But I will say this, and again, it could speak to this more, this friendship thing. This could also be you coming to this reading and asking, you know, what is this going on? Because when I see this Two of Cups here, it reminds me of two people that are a bit shy, and one person has to come towards the other. They have to be the one to step forward and start this, and it's the masculine figure in here. And so, again, this could be a friendship thing. It could have started as a friendship. I got that in pile 1 as well. Or a work relationship. If one of you are in a medical career, it could be like a work relationship, because we've got the goddess here. But in any event, there's these kind of shy, very tender feelings, and nobody's saying too much, right? But I think, you know, either by you coming here or by you going to this person and asking for it, and that's what this could be as well too. This could be Spirit saying to you, step forward and ask. Like, just be like, listen, I need to know what's going on here, because I feel a little bit in the dark. Like, I don't know what's going on. Okay. This would create a new beginning, the Ace of Pentacles. So interestingly enough, we've got the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. The only thing we're missing is Ace of Swords, which again, that would be communication, right? And that's the part that's clearly missing in this reading right now for you. So in any event, I think once that happens, if it hasn't happened already, you know, once the two of you have a discussion about it, you know, this is a new beginning into the wild unknown sort of thing. And it's kind of like, it reminds me of a fairy tale where it's like once upon a time, you know, and it slowly starts to unfold. When I see this Ace of Pentacles here, that's what I think of. Okay, but yeah, this person's crazy about you. Absolutely. With the Ten of Cups, I feel like they envision having a life with you, you know, or you, them, or both. You know, the Ten of Cups is emotional fulfillment. Lots of feelings in here. Like, I can feel, you know, between the passion and the love, that sort of thing. There's lots from here. So 10 of Cups is like the ultimate fulfillment and love. You know, it can be about starting a family with someone or laying foundations with them, right? And again, it speaks to that fairy tale about, you know, the happily ever after. And although in life, you know, no relationship is like that entirely, I think it's just symbolizing that this could be a very beautiful, happy connection for you. And it's going places, okay? Now, this Seven of Swords is interesting because to me, the first thing I thought when it came out, especially after seeing the positivity, like this is all very positive in here. Okay, like even not knowing what's going on and asking for clarification, it's not a negative thing. We talked about temperance being on the bottom there. To me, that also means that this is guided. Like, like this is like the angels looking out for you and alchemical mixing of things. So everything happens in its own time and, when things are just right. But let's ask about this Seven of Swords. Sorry, I can't remember if I said my initial thoughts. I keep getting sidetracked by another thought. But essentially, the Seven of Swords, spoke to me about them not telling you their feelings and you feeling like they were being sneaky or deceptive or what's up with them. Or, I think that's more just your fears or paranoia. And, for them withholding and not telling you about this, right? Yeah, you're scared to get your heart broken. Yeah, with the King of Swords. The King of Swords. That's funny, we've got a king and a queen here in the Five of Pentacles. I think this person could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I think this person was left out in the cold in love as well at some point in time, and that's a fear. So both of you, you're mirroring each other here in the sense that, you're afraid to get hurt because you've been hurt in the past, and they're afraid to get hurt, and be vulnerable and that sort of thing because they've been hurt in the past, okay? Or perhaps they've just left a relationship not that long ago and, they got cold feet sort of thing, like, ooh, is this happening so fast? Is this too good to be true sort of thing? So that's a couple different scenarios there, okay? Let's do some love messages here. These are just songs and like little love sayings that I pulled from my head and just put on little cards instead of getting oracle cards. They're like my own little oracle cards. Yeah, interesting. Okay. So this person wants to tell you there are things about me that you don't know. And these have to do with aspects of shame, embarrassment, and fear. Okay, so it's something that we talked about there as a possibility. So again, I'm just getting this sense to tell you that if you're worried about how they're feeling, don't be, because the feelings underneath that they're not talking about are definitely there, but they've obviously got some baggage like we all do to a certain extent, and they're scared to open up and be vulnerable. Okay. It's almost, I'm just getting drawn back to this card. It's almost like there's so much emotion for you that it just like is about to bubble over. It's about to boil over. It's so hard for them to keep it inside, but they do. They've got so much to say, but it's possible too that maybe historically they've said too much too fast and that's freaked people out. So different scenarios. You'll know what's the truth, and if this resonates with you, you'll feel it in your heart or your gut. If you don't, this reading's not for you, love. Check another pile. What else would this person like to tell you? Okay, that one. Interesting that they're all blue. Interesting. Every time we said goodbye, I felt like someone was taking away my best friend. So you definitely knew this person. And like I said, whether it's through work or friendship, because I don't feel like this was a love situation. I don't feel like this is an ex. I feel like this was someone like a colleague or a friend. It's almost like every time you parted, it was like this big hole left inside of them. That feeling of not wanting to leave because you're having such a good time, and then time is up and you're just like, okay, back to life again. There's something about their life that maybe isn't so great. And like I said, you make them feel on top of the world, just overflowing and joyful and stuff like that when they're around you. So, friend or colleague here. I mean, you can be friends and colleagues, but you know what I mean. Getting that vibe. Whoops. All right. Okay, I can't stop thinking about you. Nothing works to distract me. Okay. See what I told you? Like, this person has so many feelings for you and so much they want to say to you, but they're really holding it back. So again, I really feel like you're going to have to be the one to say to them, listen, is this going somewhere? Like, how you got to tell me how you're feeling, sort of thing, or, you know, if you feel inclined to. Don't ever take a tarot card reading at value. We have to always say it's for entertainment purposes only. Never replace your judgment for somebody else's sort of thing. But if this is resonating and it feels right, and you're wanting to do this and you're willing to risk it, I think you have to weigh out the risk versus benefit. Then, you know, the cards indicate you're going to have to be the one that says something first, okay? Interesting, this also showed up in pile 1. When you look at me, it's like you see right through me. So again, just like pile 1, they might feel very uncomfortable at times with you. Like when you look at them, especially if you look them in the eyes, you know, the seat of the soul sort of thing. They might squirm or look away, that sort of thing, because they can feel you, feeling them essentially. Okay, so the song that we've got is The Promise by When in Rome. Is such a beautiful song. Something about, I'm sorry if I can't find the right words to say, but if you wait around a while, something about, I promise you, I promise you. So I want you to go listen to that song and listen to the lyrics. And there's something, either what I just said, or there's something in those lyrics that this person wants to say to you. And again, if this reading is for you, you'll know exactly. It'll hit you right in the heart or right in the belly, wherever you kind of feel that intuitive kind of strike. That's when you're going to feel it, okay? So I'm going to leave it there, pal, too. But in essence, this person is wild about you. They're putting a cap on it. If you want this to move forward, you're going to have to say something. You're going to have to come forward first and have a discussion with them. Be gentle, because I think you're both you've both had difficult pasts as far as relationship goes. And again, for the 10 of Cups as an outcome is such a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful connection. Whether it lasts forever or not, I don't know. But certainly I think anybody would be happy to get a 10 of Cups in their reading. And as well as the Sun and Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, and Ace of Pentacles. Hello. This is a new beginning. If you guys are colleagues or friends, this is going to be an evolution of the relationship into something else. We're moving into different territory now. Okay. If this is someone that hasn't come into your life yet, this is the gist of it. All right. In any event, pal 2, thanks so much for joining me tonight, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Not least, here we are. We have this black rough stone, Obsidian. That's what it's called. It's Obsidian. Okay, for pile 3. And the question tonight is, how does your person feel about you? Okay, so whether this is someone that's coming into your life, someone that is in your life already, or someone that's coming back into your life. Well, let's see what the cards have to say. How does pile 3's person feel about them? How does pile 3's person feel about them? How does pile 3's person feel about them? This one wants to take a peek out. Justice. Ooh. Okay, we'll see if it comes out again. I take jumpers 99% of the time. So justice to me right off the bat is about fairness. So they feel you're a fair and just person. Very balanced person. That's actually come through in all of the readings. Pile 1 especially. Really, the focus was on balance a lot. Okay. So we've got the King of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, and the Hanged Man. Whew. So I feel like, unlike the other two piles, I feel, and the Two of Wands here on the bottom, I feel like I'm reading for a masculine, like a masculine is joining us tonight. And this is a female that you're thinking about. In any event, you know, gender doesn't really much matter. It's more about the energies, right? So I'll just read like that. So this person sees you, they don't trust you. I'll say that first of all. Okay, there's something about you that they don't trust, and they're kind of hanging back and thinking about it. Okay, they're not too sure about you. This person sees kind of two sides to you, and maybe that's what makes them nervous and makes them kind of question their intuition and what's really going on here. I think they see a side of you that is very passionate, that's very fiery. You might be a fire sign with Earth in your chart or vice versa. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Okay. They might see you as someone too that's very serious, and they might worry that that equals a fiery hot temper, which would really turn this person off. Okay. They see you as somebody who's very sure-footed, who knows what they want and how to get it, who puts their sights on something and doesn't let go, whether that's in relationships or work or that sort of thing. That's how they perceive you. I think they feel you're a little bit guarded for sure, especially with your heart. Like when I look over at the Knight of Pentacles, there's another side to you that they see as well. And so it's a side that's very, again, very serious. They see you as a very serious person. Again, someone who's a bit guarded with their heart. So they might not talk a lot about emotions, is what I'm getting here. Sorry, you might not talk. Oh my God, this is getting confusing for me. Maybe I shouldn't do pick a cards. It's going to take me a bit of practice potentially. But they see you as somebody who's serious. And that intensity might scare them. There's something here about holding back. Like I think they feel that you're holding back, and that makes them suspicious. That makes them think that something is up, and they're not too sure about that. So they're going to hang back a minute and think and reflect. Yeah. Tell us more about how Pile 3's person feels about them. They know that you're the type of person that is very, like has a lot to give. So you're materially, like you could be wealthy or just very, you have everything that you need. You're very comfortable, okay? But you're careful of it. You're not going to be just giving that away to anybody sort of thing. You've worked very hard for what you have. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. The Sun. Okay, tell us a little more. I feel like this person loves spending time with you. I don't know if you take them places, if you took them on a picnic or something. Yeah, see, okay, I got this. If you took them on a picnic or something, out to the mountains, on a hike or something like that, but the two of you went somewhere together, or when you're with each other, it feels like you're little kids again. It might have felt like a really youthful moment and, you know, wonder sort of thing. Is my dog in here? Sorry. Something just smells terrible. I hope that's gross. Anyways, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm going to edit that out. Put this in here. Like that Sun card there, right? Like it's just, it was a magnificent time, but then they almost felt like you turned your back on them. They feel like you got cold and kind of left, and that was it. And so you're kind of like, we had such a good time. It flowed so naturally, it was so light, and now it's gone to this heavy energy where, you know, you've walked away from this situation. Like and it's an emotional walking away, right? So maybe it could be holding back feelings or just kind of giving someone the cold shoulder. And they're like, what the heck? Like, what's that about? So tell us, what is that about? Page of Swords. I don't know. Did you hear a rumor about them or vice versa? I feel like there's a little shit disturber in here somewhere with this Page of Swords. Gossip, perhaps? Like, oh, did you hear about that guy or girl? Like, heartbreaker, soul shaker sort of thing? With the Lovers. Tell us more about this Page of Swords here. What's this Page of Swords up to here? Secrets. What's this Page of Swords here? Tell us more about this Page of Swords, please. It's very interesting. Temperance. It doesn't make any sense. I think this person, there's something where you guys did something and it was a beautiful time and then it went dark. There's been a shift and they're feeling lost, like they don't understand. It's almost like they felt that you guys were a perfect match. Like after this time together, like the Lovers card, it's divine, it's lovely. And it's left them with needing to make a choice. Again, with this Hangman energy and the Lovers right below it, it's like they have to make a choice in love. I'm still drawn back to this Page of Swords and the Temperance. There's something not balanced here. Like something's not adding up. We have to go back to this Sun. Whatever happened, what happened after the Sun? What happened after you guys had this, whatever this was? I do feel like it was an outing of some sort. What happened after this to leave them feeling rejected or like you'd walked away? Yeah, you sailed away. And now flip this. If this is the other person that did this to you, you can flip it. But it's like this other person moved away. Or you moved away. You walked away. Why? Why did you move away from this person after this connection? It was too much. Is it that you've got a lot going on in your life right now and you just don't have time or the energy to focus on somebody? Or perhaps you felt like this person, I hate to say it, but was too much work, but I'm not getting that feeling from this Sun energy here. Perhaps you're just not ready to be in a long-term commitment, you know, like you were looking for something a bit lighter. Tell us more about this Ten of Wands here. Tell us more about this Ten of Wands. So either they feel rejected by you or you feel rejected by them. Like you just walked away after this awesome day is what I'm going to say. It feels like a whole day. We've got the Queen of Wands in reverse. So we've got a couple up here. I almost feel like you there's something that whether you found out about it or spent the day with this person and they had a lovely time, but you're just like, ooh, no thank you. Like way too much work. I don't know if this person was just very demanding. How do you say? Oh, funny, we got the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom. When did that fall out? I don't even know what reading that fell out from. Interesting. With the Queen of Wands in reverse, I always think of somebody who's, bossy, who might complain a lot or nag, high maintenance, sort of individual, whether that's male or female, whatever. But I almost feel like you picked up on this and moved away. But I don't know that you outright said that to this person, and it left them in a lurch because they're just like, well, what happened? Like, what's going on? Like, there's, two different sides to you as well. Interesting. Right, what would this person tell you? Yeah, we've got death on the bottom. Yeah, I don't know that this relationship's going to go any further than it already has. I think this is someone that you've gone on at least one date with. You've definitely spent some time with them, at least one date. And all those things seem to go really well. From there, it kind of deteriorated. And, death speaks to transformation of some sort. But I feel in this case, it signifies, the end of this connection. Like, it's not going to go any further. Perhaps they were a little too independent for you. Sometimes when you've been on your own a long time and really self-sufficient and stuff, and you're a king and you're, paired with a King of Wands, Knight of Pentacles type of energy, those two types of energies they like to do and give for others. Whereas the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands in reverse is kind of like, I'll do it myself, thank you very much. Like, so it's different. I'm kind of getting like two different energies from this person as well. I kind of feel like the two of you are mirroring that way. Like, I don't know if you both ran a little hot and cold towards each other and it just wasn't a match. Like, it's just not a match. And I think, I think you were left without closure. And I think that's why you're at this reading today. Because one of you didn't get the closure that you needed. It just kind of abruptly ended, with both parties potentially pulling back, or at least one party pulling back. So what would your person like to say to you? I think this is just a mismatch, is how it feels and is how it looks. If this is not resonating with you, then definitely not your reading. This is you'll know. A clear-cut example of you'll know. There's no guesswork in this one. Okay, what would this person like to say to you? What would this person like to say to pile 3? What was left unsaid? What needs to be said for... Interesting. You've had a difficult life. I want to protect you and take care of you. Okay, so again, if this is how your person feels about you, if you're the King of Wands and Knight of Pentacles, King of Wands and Knight of Pentacles does not want to be taken care of. They're going to do the taking care of. Thank you very much. Okay. If this is you saying this to them, I think they're like, nah, I can do it on my own sort of thing. I'm a woman, get out of here sort of thing, Again, I'm just really getting that sensation of this just not being a good match. But this person wants to take care of you and you're like, nope. You might have actually turned a cold shoulder on this person because you're just like, ugh, but you don't know how to say it. What other messages does your person have for you? Maybe this is what someone needs to hear just to get the ball rolling. Or just, sometimes when you think to yourself, well, am I just reading too much into it? Or is it not? This doesn't look like a match to me, just based on the cards here. Any other messages for L3's person? Hugging you felt like home. I'm getting this clingy energy. Like, I want to take care of you. I want to protect you. I I'm feeling like you almost felt claustrophobic with this person. Yeah. They might be triggering some old wounds too. Like it could have been that this was a very good time indeed, but it's almost like triggering some old wounds, with respect to intimacy and people. You might be the type of person that really likes to give and you're terrible at receiving. And so this person would have felt claustrophobic because they wanted to give. Sorry, I think I've thrown so many scenarios out there, but I just have to say what comes to mind. I'm getting that there's a few different scenarios that are very possible here. The Promise, interesting. I just got that for Pal 2, that song, The Promise by When in Rome. Take a listen to that. And see if any of those lyrics resonate with you. I'm just going to be quiet for a minute and see if I get anything, if I can remember the words in this context. I think this person wants to try to convince you to give them a chance. It's like, we just had one date, right? Possibly more, but certainly there was one that something happened during this date that brought up some feelings in you for sure, if not this other person. And this person's like, don't just dismiss it because you're freaking out or whatever. Like, give this a chance is what I'm getting with that card, okay? Again, I feel like you would perceive that as clingy. Just wait. Like, I promise you, I can give you this, I can give you that and stuff, and I'll do this or that. And you're just like, no thanks. Like, no. And in fact, I got that wrong, you guys, when I said with this, the Queen of Wands in reverse. Again, it could be someone who's really clingy and doesn't have a lot of confidence or something within themselves. And so they do cling to others. They want to give, and they're not really good at receiving. So you see what I mean, though? Again, the grand scheme of things, it's a mismatch. And if it's this much work right off the start, do you really want to get further involved in it? I don't know. That's for you to decide. But I'll tell you what I see in here. Okay, one more card. Oh, what is the message from... Oh, we've got two. Okay, we'll take both. I'm sorry if I was ever careless with my words and hurt you, and I want to give you the life that you deserve. So yeah, again, this person is a giver. They're all about giving, and honestly, you're not looking for that, okay? You want to be the one to give that. You're not comfortable with receiving those sorts of things, okay? Now, you might want to go back through childhood roots and stuff and sort of explore that idea where you're constantly giving at the expense of yourself and you're very, very uncomfortable with receiving. Like, where's that coming from? Because I don't think it's a healthy balance. I don't think you're one of those people that can receive and be comfortable with it, is how this feels anyhow, okay? And so I think this person set you off. You're just like, again, that cling factor and just like, nope, you can't have two chiefs, right? I'm sorry if I was ever careless with my words and hurt you. I feel like this again just speaks to this person not knowing what went wrong. So I think if this is a scenario where you just walked away from this person and kind of sailed off and didn't say much about it, this person's racking their brain because they're like, did I say something? Did I offend them? Like, they're kind of left and they're feeling abandoned. And unfortunately, this is the type of person that when they feel abandoned, they cling even harder, okay? Because they take it so personally and as a defect within themselves when it really doesn't have a whole lot to do with them, right? It's just not a match. And so, again, I'd encourage you to have a discussion with this person and give them the closure that they need if this is resonating with you, okay? Because they're racking their brains right now thinking they did something wrong, okay? Anyhow, pile 3, I hope that resonated with somebody out there, at least one person. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.